Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do something a little bit different than what I normally post on here. Usually my content is very cross-stitch related, but I've been really wanting to do a house tour for you guys for the longest time. I haven't done one yet, and that's mainly because the house is never in an okay state. It's either not clean enough or just not presentable, but we've finally got a day where it seems relatively okay, so let me show you guys around. So just as a little bit of background with this house, I got the house in May of 2018, so I've lived here for almost 3 years now. It isn't quite fully decorated yet. I'm currently in the process of getting it completely decorated. Downstairs is a lot more complete than upstairs is. So I will start off with showing you guys downstairs, and I'll just talk about, as we go around, I'll talk about kind of the plans that I've got for each room. So yeah, let's go. So I'm going to start you guys off as if you were entering the house right now, and we have the hallway. There's not a lot going on in here really. We've just got some grey floor. I have grey floor in every room of the house. You will see that there is a constant colour scheme here, but we've just got a little radiator cover and the mirror, somewhere to hang your coat up. And as you go around the corner, we've got some photos there. I've not actually put all the photos in there quite yet. There are some gaps. And then we've got this little unit here just for some shoe storage. We've got Mark's shoes in there and mine are in the bottom one. One thing that I don't particularly like about this hallway is how dark it is. As you can see, there is no natural light in here. So the only natural light we get is through the top of the door there. So we really have to rely on unnatural light, but that's fine. Like I say, not a lot going on in here. And then just this door here, whoa, it's so bright in there. We have got the downstairs toilet. So this is one of the rooms that is just about complete. Like I say, it's just a downstairs toilet. We've got the mirror there. This piece of art, I found it in the pound shop, so this literally cost £1, so I was pretty happy with that. I really like the geometric animal designs on it. And this here, this is actually my electric box. There aren't any kind of holes drilled anywhere near where the wires are, but I thought that just looked, well, I didn't think I'd nicked it off Instagram, but yeah, some other people had done this where they've kind of put that box around it, and I think it just makes it look a little bit nicer and a little bit more presentable. The main thing that we need to do in here is for the towel. We've got a towel rail already and I just need to put that up, and to be honest, I've actually got some cross stitch in mind for the artwork in both of the bathrooms, so I don't know how long my £1 fine will stay in there, but yeah, that is the bathroom. So then from the hallway we come into the living room. The living room has definitely got to be my favourite room in the house. It's also the one that is actually completely finished. This is where I spend most of my time. We've got some cheeky Christmas chocolates there. This is definitely where I spend most of my time. This basket here is where I keep all of my stitching stuff. Just in there. I find that really easy to pick up and carry around and move if I need to. Normally it is literally just moving there so that I can stitch in on the sofa, which is where I normally stitch. When it comes to storage, this also lifts up, so I have some storage in there. I've got the TV cabinet here, which has got some drawers in it, and there is also, I don't know what state this is in, but we've got under the stairs storage there, so I keep some food and almost kind of, it doubles as a pantry almost, and then we've got like cleaning supplies and things like that. So as I alluded to before, grey and white is the colour scheme that is all throughout my house. This carpet that I've got here is in every single room that has carpet, and the ones that don't have carpet have another form of grey floor. So if you don't like grey and white, this might not be the house tour for you. But in this room, and I want to for every room have like a little bit of a splash of colour, and the colour that I've gone for in here, as you can tell, is yellow/mustard. And I really love it. Yellow was one of my favourite colours growing up, and I think it's just kind of, it carried on through my adulthood as being one of my favourite colours. I just think it's really, really bright, and when mustard came into fashion, I was really drawn to it and thought, yeah, I would love that for a room. But one thing that I have done is with all of the yellow and mustard accessories, it isn't anything that's kind of set in stone for the room. They're all just little accessories that I can change if I feel like it. My friend mentioned to me that one time she kind of changes her colour scheme depending on the weather. So far this has always remained mustard, but we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. And then from the living room we head into the kitchen. Admittedly, when I moved in, the kitchen was kind of the focal point for me. I was really wanting to make sure that it was something that I would love. So we've got kind of like the grey doors on everything, and then we've got a white granite worktop there. We have got a little bit of greenery. So these are Mark's babies. I cannot touch plants. Any house plant that I touch dies. So when he got these, I kind of said, you're welcome to have them, but I will not be touching them. But yeah, we've just got some chives, some parsley and some rosemary. So yeah, we use it for cooking. I do like to keep the surfaces relatively minimalistic. So we've just got the microwave, some tea, coffee and sugar pots, but fun fact, the tea is the one that actually only has anything in it. The other two are empty. I think it just gets really hot in here, and we kept on finding that the coffee and the sugar would all clump together and we think it was melting. We just keep the coffee and sugar in here. We have got this water dispenser. I don't actually know what it's called, but it basically will boil the water up for you and just give you kind of one cup of hot water, and then a toaster as well. I've got some herbs and spices here. So I had a little bit of a nightmare with this thing. It's kind of sold just as like a beechwood kind of spice rack at IKEA, but I tried to paint it white. It did not go well. I had to give it to Mark, and him and his dad fixed it for me. And then I attempted to put it on the wall as well, and I used some of those, you can get like these strips where it just kind of sticks to the wall, and it stayed up for like 2 nights, I think it was, and then I just woke up and came downstairs and it was just smashed on the floor. If I still have a photo, I'll include it. So these are actually supposed to be full with herbs and spices, but I'm missing some because they ended up smashing. And this is a kitchen diner. So over here, this is actually our dining room. There is some stuff on there, please ignore that. There is a Christmas present, but don't worry, it's for a dog. I'm not a terrible human. But yeah, this is our dining room table, and yeah, it's really cool. It's a butterfly table, so because we don't really eat at the table very often, we don't use the table often, it's mainly used for this, just to keep junk on it. We've got a table that kind of flips out, and the chairs are actually stored in here, so they're folded away nicely. But yeah, we found that we just liked having the space here, rather than having a big dining room table, and it also meant that there was room for the sideboard. So we've just got kind of like different appliances stored in there. In there we've got some board games and some alcohol. The drawers are kind of general junk drawers, that's a tongue twister. And then we've got some recipes and baking trays in there. I have a fruit basket, which is very empty, apart from some bananas. A mirror tray with some fake flowers and a candle. And then this is where I am displaying Hello Dear. We've just got some bins, not very interesting. And then I'll just give you a little peek out into the garden. So I was quite lucky with the size of my garden, because usually in new builds the gardens are tiny. But yeah, I was really lucky with this. It did start off as just kind of mud, but I decided to have some grass and just a basic patio put in. The patio is on the right side of the garden simply because that is where all of the light is. So in the summer, this side of the garden is pretty much lit the whole time. So yeah, we thought if we're going to sit out on a patio, I would like it to be in the sun. And that is it for the kitchen. Do you want to see my fridge? Is that a thing? Do people show their fridges? I mean, it's not a lot going on, I'll be honest. It's just, we've got some HelloFresh, some pasta that I made, you know, some drinks, some veggies. The veggie one is lacking. Oh, and chocolate. So the chocolate, that's all Mark's chocolate. So I've actually eaten all of my Christmas chocolate, and because that is Mark's chocolate, I won't touch it. I'm quite good when it comes to like, right, no, that isn't mine. I'm not allowed. That's Mark's chocolate. He can eat it whenever he feels like it. So that is downstairs really. I'm going to move back into the hallway and take you guys upstairs. So the hallway is like a janky shape, but anyway, we have coming up the stairs. There is literally nothing interesting here. I think people will normally put photos or something along the stairs, but not me. We've got nothing, just plain stairs. And like I said before, the upstairs is a lot less decorated than the downstairs, so please don't judge me too harshly. But we'll go into the first bedroom. So this is the smallest room that I've got, and I decided to use this room as a dressing room, but this is only as far as we've got. Normally we've got washing hanging. This is normally where we let our washing dry. This wardrobe I had it in my parents' house, so it's just pretty old. It's probably about like 7 years old or something. Just an IKEA one, and I don't think they tend to last that long. And then we've just got some junk there that I don't know what to do with. More junk up here, and then we've got a load of clothes and stuff that I sorted out ready to go to a charity shop, and then we had a global pandemic, so that's still waiting there to get donated somewhere. Like I said before, there are going to be splashes of colour all around the house, and I was thinking like a bit of a nice blush pink to go in the dressing room. I think that would look cute if I have like some paintings or some cross stitch or something on the walls. That's got splashes of blush pink and some flowers. So yeah, that is the little room. This is the one that I think I'm going to be decorating next. Well, I don't think, I know for sure. I'm going to be decorating this room next. I'm planning on having a bit of a dressing table here, and then I'll have a mirror put up here. I've got some new wardrobes on the way that actually don't have doors. They're a little bit wider and they don't have any doors. So I think that will save space, because when you open up a door, it kind of takes up quite a lot of room because it is only a small room. So yeah, we've got those on the way. I'm hoping that there'll be a room to have a bit of a full-length mirror over here. Blinds, I definitely need some blinds or something. And I'm hoping to kind of dress up the window kind of around it with something. I don't know, I'll figure it out. So then we come into the second bedroom, and this is the office. So this is where Mark spends most of his time. It's also where I'm currently working. So yeah, there's again not a lot going on in here. This desk I've had for almost 10 years now. I got it for my 18th birthday. And I'm 28 this year, so it's like a 10-year-old desk, and I really love it. It's just something that's quite unique, and I remember when I first saw it in IKEA, me and my mum really loved it. But we are going to be getting rid of it, I'm afraid, because it is just way too big. We're going to have a bit of a smaller desk, and then have kind of a day bed over here. So yeah, we've just got some more junk in the corner, more junk over there of things I don't know what to do with. And then I found an office chair because I actually broke Mark's gaming chair and then I had to buy him a new one. Anyway, that was the one that we used temporarily. But yeah, this is the remnants of my nerd shelf. When I lived back at home, my nerd shelf was like a focal point in my bedroom. So I've kind of brought some stuff along with it and also ended up merging some other things from another shelf onto it. But yeah, I don't think it's going to stay. I don't think it's going to be a feature that stays, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to find somewhere to put my Pokemon plushes, you know, the important things that adults need. But yeah, here we've got some kind of sentimental things. So this, if you've watched my other videos, you will have seen before. This was a cross stitch that my friend Alice made for me. She is also into her embroidery, so she made this one for me when I moved in, and this one for me and Mark. Can't remember what that was for. It might have been when he moved in, I don't remember. This one was made by my lovely friend Chloe. She's gotten into her painting recently and I just think that's gorgeous. And it's almost got an effect like it's been ripped off. Yeah, she's real talented. And then just some other bits and bobs. So this room I have dubbed as Mark's room. I have said that he can decorate this room however he likes. Thankfully he has decided to decorate it exactly as I wanted it. That's so weird, isn't it? Gosh, it's like I convinced him in some way. Anyway, so in this room we are actually going to have a splash of colour that's a bit more permanent. We are going to be painting this wall like a navy blue kind of colour. Like I said, we'll have a daybed there, which will be hemness, of course it's hemness. And then we'll have a desk here that's for Mark to play on his PC and stuff. And of course some blinds, we need blinds everywhere. Next we have the bathroom. Again, nothing exciting really going on down here. Yeah, like I say, it needs decorating. We need blinds. I would like to have kind of more decorative things over here and have a couple of shelves above the toilet that have got all of our belongings in them, all of our toiletries and stuff. I need a toilet roll holder and a towel rail. And yeah, one thing to note about this bathroom. So I did actually choose the tiles that were going to go in here, and for the longest time I was just saying, oh, I'll just have white, because I wasn't really sure of what I wanted. I wasn't sure what colour the floor was going to be. Well, I knew it was going to be grey, but I didn't know what shade of grey, you know. So yeah, so for the longest time I was adamant that I was just going to have white tiles, and then at the last minute I saw these tiles, and bearing in mind that it was just a tile on its own that's in the rack that you get to pick from, and this was more of an ivory kind of colour, and I thought, oh yeah, I've seen that somewhere else, so that must be nice, you know, people have that kind of style of tile. And then when I first walked in and saw it, when it had been built and it was all ready, I thought, oh, that was a bad choice. I'm just not keen. I don't know what it is. It's just, well, now I do know what it is. I realised that the place that I had seen it before was my work. So I just picked the same tiles in my bathroom that are in the toilets at work. So that one was a bit of a fail, but at least it's kind of a neutral colour. So hopefully putting in some more of my kind of colours will make it blend in a bit, I guess. I think that's really all I can do. But yeah, the colour scheme that we're going to have in here is more of a darker grey. So I've already got some of the darker grey features. So we've got the mat and the soap dispenser. The towel is also more of a dark grey. So yeah, that is the bathroom. Just in the hallway, we've got a little cupboard here for storage, which is really good. We've just got my cleaning products, some more toiletries, towels, bedding, suitcase, loo roll, wrapping paper, step ladder, you know, all the really exciting things. You're glad you watched this video, eh? But then we have the bedroom. And it's a nice bright day to actually show you guys my room. So yeah, we have bedside table, which is Hemner's. Of course it's Hemner's. Another Hemner's there. We have a Hemner's. Chest of drawers. So yeah, everything is Hemner's. And yeah, you know, the focal point of this room has certainly got to be that there's actually curtains, you know, like there's only 2 sets of curtains in my house. So no, I'm just kidding. The bed is rather on the large side, and so is the room, let's be honest. This is excessive for a bedroom, but there is a reason behind it. So basically, when this house was designed, it was designed to have an ensuite bathroom that would be over here. So on the same build of my house, a lot of people do have an ensuite here. But yeah, I didn't have that because it cost extra and I couldn't afford it. So yeah, I just have this giant bedroom. And yeah, it's a little bit excessive, but you know, never mind. Anyway, we then have this full-length mirror here. Like I said before, I would like to have a full-length mirror in the dressing room, and another mirror over here. These two just came from my bedroom from living at home, as did the curtains. So the bedroom is almost complete. I've got all of the furniture for it, but I think it's just kind of like the small furnishings that I need to make it less like a uni room where I've been given a mismatch of furniture. So we need some new lamps. Again, that lamp I've had for about 10 years. So we need lamps to go there. I think we need some art to go on the walls. We're gonna get some new curtains. And yeah, and I'd probably get as well another mirror and actually put it up on the wall that's designed to go there. We also have this here. So this is mainly storage. We've got an overflowing wash basket, you know, that's a staple. You gotta have that in your house. Just got my makeup there, and then we've got a lot of our clothes over here, and some toiletries there. So hopefully when we've got the dressing room all sorted, we can have a bit more of that in there. And then that way we've got that cupboard just for general storage and to have in it whatever we want. So like I said at the start of the video, I debated for a long time about whether to make this video or not. I think the main thing that was stopping me was around kind of the culture that we have at the minute. We have a very kind of instant culture, and what's on Facebook and Instagram of that you see what other people have got, and it kind of makes you feel bad for what you've not got. But I kind of wanted to just show that, you know, I've lived here for 3 years and I only have 2 sets of curtains. Like if you're the same, it's okay, like it's fine. These things do take time. Majority of it has been that I've just literally not been able to afford it. And you know, Mrs. Hinch's house wasn't built in a day, people. These things take time. But then on the other hand, from that argument, and I think it is the same argument of some people might look at this and see, kind of compare themselves to me and what I have got when it comes to like the big bed and just having a house in general, having somewhere to stay. You know, I appreciate that I am lucky and I have been quite fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. So yeah, it's been a weird mix of emotions where I don't want to showboat. I don't want it to look like I'm kind of being like, oh, look what I've got. But yeah, it's something that I'm interested in. I do enjoy decor. And like I said, we have got some furniture on the way. That's coming into the dressing room. So what I plan on doing is having like a little home makeover on YouTube to kind of bring you guys along the way. I wanted to kind of document the before and after, so that's why we've got this video here. And yeah, in the end I just kind of said, you're overthinking it, Beth, just make whatever video you want, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I just want to make it clear that it's not my intention to show off or to kind of downplay the look that I've got, if that makes any sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had to work hard for it, but there are people out there that work just as hard as I do, but because I was in a privileged position, a more privileged position in the first place, that I've got to where I am. I've had tons of support from family as well. So yeah, anyway, that's the video made. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you are interested in seeing more of the room makeovers that I've got coming up, make sure that you subscribe. Leave me a like if you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate some likes on this video just to see if this is the kind of content that people enjoy to see. And yeah, see you next time. Bye. Oh my god, my arm is killing. How do people vlog? Jesus. Mark kind of convinced me that with an opportunity like that, you should go for a big bed. So we have that. A little bit excessive, but you know, at least we don't have to touch each other at night. I can't say that.